Communities all across the Tri-Cities will be hosting events on Monday to honor those who paid the ultimate sacrifice while serving our country. One of those events is right here in Johnson City, and here with me to tell a little bit more about the Memorial Day event is Gary McAllister with the Johnson City, Washington County Veterans Foundation. Gary, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So I know Monday you will have an event going on here in Johnson City. Let's talk a little bit about what this one is.
Well, there are a number of events going on in Johnson City. We hope you can make it out to some event. There's one at 9 at the Doughboy. There's one at 11 at the VA. And at 3 o'clock, there's a national moment of remembrance throughout the nation. That's wherever you are. At 3 o'clock, just take a moment and thank those people who made that ultimate sacrifice. And then at 6 is our ceremony. It's the Johnson City, Washington County Veterans Foundation. That's a memorial right there on the corner, right across from the cemetery of the VA cemetery. A lot of people are familiar with that. At that ceremony, it starts at 6. It'll be about 30 to 40 minutes. We're going to have people from a lot of patriotic music. Members from the Jonesboro Repertory Theater are going to sing. If you haven't had a chance to hear them sing, they are amazing. And they're going to do some songs for us. And then we're going to take a moment to reflect on all the people who gave the ultimate sacrifice, but especially those 350 men from Washington County who have died in service of our country.
And I know that we were just talking, obviously, with the impending weather, there might be a rain plan. Let's talk a little bit about that.
We do. Please come on out to our service at 6 because there is a pavilion on there right beside the memorial. It's inside. We've had to use that a couple of times, but we will have a service because we want to make sure that we honor those men and women on Memorial Day.
And I know that, a lot of people might be curious about parking as well. Where is the best place for folks to park, and what can they do to help you out for this event?
Well, just get there early if you can. We do have about 100 chairs. We normally have about 100, 150 people there, so you can stand around the area. Parking is just around the park, around Kiwanis Park.
And I know this has been going on for a number of years. You and I were talking about this. I've been a few times before just covering it. Tell me a little bit about just how special this ceremony is to put on and what it does for the folks that show up.
Well, we have just an amazing community. And we've been doing this since 2011. And each year, it touches me every year because the people come out. You see people from all walks of life come out there. And I'll go out there in the morning and I'll set up the flags and I'll see people going around just touching the memorial and they'll have tears in their eyes. And they're just saying thank you.
And I know, again, this is a community effort, but it is open to anybody, not just those of you that live here in Washington County. And again, I know that there are several other events happening here throughout the day Monday. And tell me a little bit about what those other ones are in the morning.
Well, like I said, the Doughboy, there'll be a ceremony at the Doughboy at 9. And then the VA, there's at 11, they have a good ceremony there at 11 o'clock. And again, I know people are busy and would love for them to get out and just to get a chance to go out there. But again, ours at 6 is a little bit more just come back and hear the music and honor those men and women.
And last question for you before we let you go. Obviously, we know that this weekend a lot of people are going to be out on the water celebrating, school's out, spending time with their family, but there really is a true meaning behind Memorial Day. And let's just talk about how important that is to kind of reflect on that day.
Yeah, if you think about it, those young men and women who died were probably in their late teens, early 20s. They didn't get a chance to go out there on the lake and celebrate those barbecues. They made that sacrifice for us so we could do that. That means a lot.
Yes. Well, Mr. McAllister, thank you so much for joining us today, and best of luck to you on this event Monday. But again, that ceremony is happening at 6 p.m. on Monday. It's going to be held at the Veterans Memorial on Main Street in Johnson City. That's across from the VA cemetery.